They were the ultimate icons of the 70s, but where are they now? I'm David, and I've tracked down the surviving angels to reveal who is still alive and who was lost to time. The truth is shocking. Subscribe now to uncover these hidden legacies and shocking secrets. Stay tuned, because one of these stories contains a secret that remained hidden for decades. Farrah Fawcett, Jill Munroe. Farrah Fawcett, born February 2nd, 1947, in Beaumont, Texas, became a global superstar playing Jill Munroe, the original angel who defined an entire era of beauty and power. Before the show, she was a hard-working model and a struggling actress who spent years taking small, unimportant roles and fighting for every single opportunity until her electric energy and natural charm landed her the job that would change her life forever. On screen, she was unforgettable for her iconic Farrah flip hair and magnetic charisma that captured millions of hearts. But behind the scenes, she faced grueling working hours, uncomfortable costumes, and the crushing pressure of being the world's most famous poster girl. While the world saw a perfect, smiling goddess, Farrah struggled deeply with typecasting, feeling trapped by her own beauty and desperate to be respected as a serious actress rather than just a pretty face. This inner fire led to her massive turning point in the movie The Burning Bed, where she finally proved her raw acting talent and emotional depth to the world. In her private life, she navigated a complicated and often difficult marriage to actor Ryan O'Neal and raised their son. But the most heartbreaking part of her story was the hidden contrast between her glamorous public image and her private agony. Farrah spent her final years fighting a brutal, secret battle with anal ductal carcinoma, a rare and painful cancer that she faced with incredible bravery and dignity. She passed away on July 25, 2009, at the age of 62, leaving behind a legacy as a symbol of strength, grace, and female empowerment. John Forsythe, Charlie. John Forsythe, born in 1920, was the sophisticated and commanding voice behind the mysterious boss, Charlie. Before becoming the invisible leader of the Angels, he was a dedicated stage and movie actor who spent years honing his craft in theater and early cinema to build a respectable career. He was cast as Charlie because his voice possessed a rare blend of authority, warmth, and elegance, making him the perfect choice to guide the trio without ever being seen. While the character of Charlie seemed like a wealthy man in total control, the behind-the-scenes reality was that John spent long, lonely hours in a recording booth, disconnected from the visual energy of the set and the actors he was directing. Despite his fame, he struggled with the psychological weight of being the invisible man, fearing that by giving up his face for the role, he was risking his visibility and future as a leading man in Hollywood. After the show ended, he experienced a major career turning point by joining the hit series Dynasty, where he finally returned to the screen and proved he still had the charm to captivate an audience visually. In his personal life, he navigated the complexities of marriage and family, always striving to provide stability for his loved ones while managing the pressures of the entertainment industry. As he entered his final years, he faced the natural health declines and hardships that come with old age, eventually passing away in 2000 at the age of 80. His legacy remains as the gold standard for voice acting, proving that a person can dominate a show and influence millions of viewers without ever appearing on camera. David Doyle, John Bosley. David Doyle, born in 1923, played the essential role of John Bosley, the hardworking manager who kept the Angels in line. Before the show, he was a seasoned stage actor and a familiar face in early television, spending years mastering his craft in theater to survive the tough acting world. He was cast as Bosley because he could play the straight man perfectly, providing a grounded, fatherly balance to the high-energy glamour of the three women. On screen, he was the professional anchor of the team, but behind the scenes, he dealt with the stress of long filming hours and the pressure of being the only man physically present to guide the action. While he seemed like a strict boss on TV, David struggled with the reality of typecasting, finding it hard to escape the authority figure image that the show had cemented in the public's mind. After the show ended, he continued to work in theater and guest roles, proving his resilience and love for the art of acting despite the fading spotlight. In his personal life, he was a devoted family man who valued privacy over fame, navigating the ups and downs of a long career with quiet dignity. As he grew older, he faced the natural hardships of aging and health declines, eventually passing away in 1996 at the age of 73. His legacy is that of the perfect supporting actor, the man who worked in the shadows to make the stars shine brighter. Do you think the Angels could have succeeded without Bosley's guidance, or was he the real secret to their success? Tell me in the comments. Jaclyn Smith, Kelly Garrett. Jaclyn Smith, born in 1947 in New York City, played the elegant Kelly Garrett, the only original Angel to stay with the show from the very first episode to the very last. Before the fame, she was a model and a young actress trying to find her way in a tough industry, eventually landing the role because she brought a sense of maturity and grace that balanced the team. On screen, she was the sophisticated heart of the group, but behind the scenes, she faced the exhaustion of endless filming schedules and the heavy pressure to always look flawless for the cameras. While the world saw a polished star, Jaclyn struggled with the fear of being seen only as a pretty face, fighting a silent battle to be taken seriously as a professional. This drive led to her incredible turning point after the show, where she reinvented herself not just as an actress, but as a powerful business mogul, launching successful lines of home decor and becoming a master of her own brand. In her personal life, she dealt with the pain of divorce and the challenges of raising a family under the harsh glare of the public eye. Unlike many of her peers, she managed to avoid major health tragedies, maintaining her health and vitality through a disciplined lifestyle. Today, she is still alive and thriving, continuing to inspire millions with her wisdom and timeless beauty. Her legacy is one of loyalty and intelligence, proving that a woman can be both a glamorous icon and a sharp business leader. Tanya Roberts, Julie Rogers. Tanya Roberts, born in 1953 in New York City, stepped into the spotlight as Julie Rogers, joining the Angels in the later seasons to bring a new spark to the team. Before the show, she was a stunning model and an aspiring actress who worked hard to break into the industry, eventually getting the role because she had the perfect mix of youth and energy that the producers wanted to refresh the series. On screen, she was a breath of fresh air, but behind the scenes, she felt the immense pressure of stepping into the shoes of legends, dealing with the stress of trying to fit into a group that the world already loved. While she looked like a carefree star, Tanya struggled with the fear of being forgotten once the cameras stopped rolling and the difficulty of finding roles that didn't just rely on her looks. After the show, she made a bold move into movies, showing her range in various films and eventually experiencing a spiritual turning point that changed how she viewed fame and success. In her personal life, she was a devoted wife and mother, finding more peace in her family than in the flashing lights of Hollywood. Sadly, her life took a tragic turn when she faced a brutal battle with cancer, a hardship she fought with quiet strength and faith. She passed away in January 2021 at the age of 67, leaving behind a legacy of beauty and resilience. Kate Jackson, Sabrina Duncan. Kate Jackson, born in 1948, played the brilliant Sabrina Duncan, the original leader and the brains of the Angels. Before the fame, she was a hardworking theater actress who spent years struggling in small roles, eventually landing the part because she brought a level of maturity and intelligence that the producers felt was necessary to ground the show. On screen, she was the sophisticated professional, but behind the scenes, she faced grueling filming hours and intense emotional stress, often feeling overshadowed by the sudden, explosive global fame of her co-stars. While the world saw a confident woman in total control, Kate struggled with deep insecurity and the pain of being typecast, feeling that her acting talent was being ignored in favor of her glamorous looks. This led to her major turning point when she bravely decided to leave the show early to reclaim her identity and prove she could succeed on her own terms. In her personal life, she navigated the complexities of marriage and family, always trying to balance her private happiness with the heavy demands of her public image. In her later years, she faced a heartbreaking and difficult battle with cancer, a hardship she handled with the same grace and strength she showed on television. She passed away in 2017 at the age of 69, leaving behind a legacy as a pioneer who paved the way for strong, smart, and independent women in Hollywood. Do you think Kate Jackson was the most important angel because she provided the intelligence the team needed, or was she unfairly overshadowed by the others? Tell me in the comments. Cheryl Ladd, Kris Munroe. Cheryl Ladd, born in 1948, took on the challenging role of Kris Munroe, stepping in to replace the legendary Farrah Fawcett. Before the show, she was a model and a struggling actress who worked hard to find her place in Hollywood, eventually getting the role because she had the perfect blend of beauty and warmth that the producers needed to keep the show alive. On screen, she was loved for her sweet personality and great chemistry with the team. But behind the scenes, she faced the crushing pressure of being compared to a global icon every single day, dealing with long hours and the stress of trying to win over a skeptical audience. While she looked like a perfect fit on TV, Cheryl struggled with the feeling of being just a replacement, fighting a silent battle to be recognized as an artist in her own right. This led to her major turning point after the show, where she bravely stepped away from the angel image to pursue a successful music career and become a published author, proving she had a depth that the cameras never fully captured. In her personal life, she navigated a high-profile relationship with musician David Crosby and focused on her family, finding a balance between fame and privacy. Unlike many of her co-stars, she has avoided major health tragedies and remains healthy and active today. Now, in her late 70s, she is still alive and thriving, leaving a legacy of resilience and grace. These angels changed television forever, and their legacies live on in every strong woman who dares to fight for her dreams. If their stories moved you, smash that subscribe button right now so you never miss another untold story. Hit the bell, drop a comment, and join this family today.